Hey everybody, welcome to the Glimpse channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell.
Hey everyone, as you know, the Glimpse team is so lucky to partner up with amazing authors all around the world. Each collaboration is an amazing opportunity for us to learn from each other.
When we get a second or even third chance to connect with the same author, it's extra special. It's like having a family member visit.
Today is one of those days. Author Nelly Buchet is coming home to help us reflect on her new book, Abuelito.
Nelly is so much fun to work with, and she's been a huge fan of all things Glimpse. We're excited to dive into her new book and learn together.
Abuelito is a book about coping with the loss of a loved one and the magical comfort of friendship.
This year, the Project Us journey has been about being yourself and learning from each other's fabulous differences. When we read Abuelito, we hooked onto this theme and reflected on the following question: what can we learn about ourselves from the love that we share with others?
Nelly is here with us today to present a mash-up Glimpse video. What you're about to see is a book reflection combined with an author interview. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Project Us Glimpse team is honored to welcome back our good friend Nelly Buchet.
Hey Glimpse kids, I'm so happy to be here again chatting with you, this time about my new book, Abuelito. Super excited to get into it. Let's go.
Hi Nelly, there's your first question. Get ready.
Hi Nelly, welcome back. Let's jump right in. We read that the main character, Alejo, is inspired by your co-author's relationship with his grandfather. Can you tell us more about your collaboration with David Benavides?
So David and I wrote this book together. It's the product of us speaking at length about his relationship to his own grandfather. We were working together in a restaurant and we became friends. So this is David, which you've seen in the book. That's me. And this is David as a kid, right? And this is his real life abuelo. And when I saw this photo, I was so struck by the intensity and the, this magical moment that was captured that really showed just like this love that these two share. And when we're talking, and then David told me that he used to be called Abuelito when he was little, like in real life, I was just like, okay, we have to write a book because it's too good,
Thanks Nelly, that was a great answer.
Greetings Nelly, and thanks for sharing Abuelito with us. This year, we have talked so much about how every person we meet has an impact on the person we are becoming.
This impact is even greater when you have a special loving bond with someone like a family member or your greatest friend in the whole world.
You experience ups and downs with each other, teach each other new things, and grow together.
By sharing so much time filled with love, there is definitely going to be a piece of them that is added to the you that you are becoming.
Abuelo was so important to Alejo that he even dressed up like his grandfather for a career day. He wanted to grow up and be just like him.
Here comes question number 2.
Nelly, has there ever been someone that you looked up to as a child so much that you wanted to be just like them?
That's an interesting question because I can think of a number of people who certainly had impacts on my life and on who I am today, but I can't pinpoint a single person. I can't say like, oh, that one person I wanted to be like when I grew up, or when I grow up. So I think that's why I felt so inspired by, David's story and why we ended up writing Abuelito is because I didn't experience that bond that they have. And, just like the little girl, I was very intrigued, and I'm very, still now, inspired to seek that in my life and to feel that kind of connection I could have with someone.
Wow, great answer.
In your story, Alejo's life changed from one day to the next. when his abuelo passed away. It was really sad to see him all by himself doing all the things that he used to do with his abuelo.
It's hard to accept and move on when you lose a loved one.
It is from this tough loss that Alejo and your entire audience of readers learn an important lesson. Although Abuelo was gone, all the experiences and memories he created were still a part of Alejo.
We witnessed this fact when Alejo made a new friend, but we will talk more about that later. Coming up, question number 3.
Nelly, can you talk to us about a bond or connection that you have had with somebody at any point in your life that has had an impact on the you that you are now, or maybe the you that you are becoming?
Actually, the first thing that comes to mind for me is something that happened very recently. I was at a party, and this was like an outdoor party with lots of people, and there was food and there was music and people of different ages, and I actually didn't know anybody. I only knew one person, the person I came with, and I was kind of feeling, I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed because I can be kind of shy, and I was kind of sitting apart from people at this picnic table and just kind of watching and feeling a little bit shy. And then this little girl showed up and started talking to me, and it really made a huge difference for my day and my mood. Suddenly I felt like I was included, and she just asked me, where are you from, and who do you know here? And then she wanted to show me this handstand that she was working on, and I showed her a few dance moves that I was doing. And in that moment I was just reminded how huge it can be for you to just do a tiny little step of speaking to someone when you see someone who's maybe not really being naturally included, or just, even if they are encouraged to be included, maybe they don't feel comfortable and they're kind of on the sidelines. So that was a really big deal for me, and that was really recently. And I maybe will never see this girl again, but she'll always be with me in my memories and in my heart.
That was cool. Thanks for that, Nelly.
The Glimpse kids noticed another character that seemed to be inspired by the bond that Alejo had with his abuelo. She was Alejo's neighbor, and she was there all along. She watched all the things that they did.
She didn't just watch, she copied them, as if she was part of the friendship. She served lemonade to her teddy bear. She planted flowers in the pot. She hiked. She rode her scooter. She camped in the yard. She played soccer, and more.
Maybe she wanted to join them. Maybe she wished she had friendship like theirs. Maybe she was shy. Maybe she didn't want to interrupt their time together. When Abuelo passed away, she stayed near. And when Alejo needed help, she offered support. She was there with an umbrella. This was the start of a new friendship. She helped Alejo plant a tree. Alejo shared lemonade with her, and they played soccer together.
Even before reading the offer notes at the back of the book, the Glimpse kids were thinking that the little girl in the book was actually you, Nelly. We think that's really cool. Both characters are inspired by both authors.
This is the last one. Question 4.
Nelly, can you talk to us about friendships and wanting to be a part of friendships that we see around us? Or recognizing other people around us who might be waiting for an invitation to join?
So yes, you are absolutely correct. The little girl is inspired by me. And we wanted to have this little girl involved because this book is actually, it's not only about a friendship between an abuelo and his abuelito. It's also about what happens when you can lose such a powerful friendship, when the person passes away, right? And the fact is in our lives, I think we can have really special relationships with really best friends with like one or two people. But I think what we wanted to do with this book was to also open the door to the idea that you can have many different kinds of relationships. You can have many different friendships, and they don't all have to be, necessarily even a best friendship. For example, like they have a new friendship, right? The little girl and Alejo, by the end of the book, they're just starting to get to know each other and they're bonding, and that's beautiful too. And I think when you go through something where maybe you lose a best friend, it's also good to cultivate other relationships and to have a diversity of friendships, and not only focus on maybe one or two people, but really think of community as something that's important, because you never know when you will need that support, or when you can be of support to other people.
You're the best, Nelly. Thanks for working with us.
Nelly, it's been really fun hanging out with you again. We want to know that you have an open invitation to join every Glimpse journey. Thanks for joining us last school year for Project Brave as we explored your book, How to Train Your Pet Brain.
And thank you so much for adding your light to the Project Us journey this year. By being here with us to help explore Abuelito, you have given us something to think about, reflect upon, and to learn from. You're the best, Nelly.
Thanks, Glimpse Kids. Again, it's been super cool connecting with you. And I wanted to add that, we're talking about friendships and impacts on each other. And you all have a tremendous impact on me. And hearing what you think and what you get from the books that I write, and for us to have this conversation is a really big deal for me. So I would say that all the Glimpse Kids and the kids around the world, all the readers and your wonderful teachers, you guys I feel like I have a friendship with you guys, so thank you for that.
Thanks for watching, everybody, and remember, you can change the world by keeping it real. Be who you want to be. Be who you are. Lead with your heart, and you will go far. Have a nice day, everyone.
There is joy, there is wonder everywhere when you see the world from the eyes of a child, the eyes of a child.
This has been a Glimpse production. Thank you for watching.